Hello, my YouTube friends. Now it's way past midnight, and I really thought about should I be doing this video or not. I mean, it's been on the news since I came back from mainland China and Macau. So now I'm here at this government building and the government registration office. They are protesting by singing Alleluia. Yeah, they've been. Yeah, let me tell you why I'm making this video. The society has been in unrest since for this past week, and really got my attention the news really impacted me because some guy actually commit suicide because of this matter. The guy was just over there at the Pacific Place, and he was hanging a banner for his protest, and he was there like during the whole afternoon. And the firemen was there. They had a big airbag on the bottom, but somehow, whatever the case was, he died from this. So today, I wanted to just come and tell you guys it's just really sad to see Hong Kong like this, and people are losing lives over this big protest. I try to be as neutral as possible because I do business in mainland China, Macau, and Hong Kong, and I see clearly the both sides, the good sides and the bad sides, or whatever. I just see it all, and I'm not into. I don't get into politics or anything, but I'm just a regular guy. I'm just a human being too, and I think Hong Kong is really sad to see this guy, die. And today they were getting flowers and like honoring him and for the sacrifice, and carrying flowers and just little plaques. Remember the guy who died for the cause. I've changed another spot. This is supposed to be a motorway here, and this is the protest area for tonight, the main protest, and there's still thousands of people. Today is Sunday, and police said there were 338,000 protesters. But if you guys check out the news and see from Causeway Bay coming down to Central, I think the organizers said there were at least 2 million. There were 2 million protesters compared to last week, 1.5. Last week, 1.5 million protesters, but the government said there was 240. Well, it's up for you guys to judge which is more accurate. Okay, guys? Okay, since, I just want to talk about why I'm doing this. I'm not political. I do business with China. I do business in Macau. I do business in Hong Kong right here, and I love every place. China, one of the best people, in the world. Hong Kong, best people. Macau, best people. Everybody, I make friends with. If you see my videos, check out my videos. In China, I film anything. There's stores, shops. They let me do, film everything, and they're really generous for me to show off their products, show off the stuff. Let me do stuff like that, and they're really cool. But so let's start with what actually happened with all this protest and unrest, people dying from this, getting hurt from all the violence from everybody. And it's Hong Kong people or throughout the world, when you see these images and news around the world, it really bothers you. It's just really sad. So the whole thing started in January. Yeah, January. Okay, I'll tell you the story. How did this thing come up? Okay. It all started in January when all this protests, came along. There's a couple, unmarried couple, that went to Taiwan for a vacation. I'm not. This is not 100% true, but I don't know is it 100% true. I'm seeing the news as you guys are reading the news and seeing it on TV. But this is my thoughts, so I'm just giving you what I know about the whole situation. So there's a couple that went to Taiwan for a vacation with her girlfriend. But the deal is when the guy, I think he found out the girl was pregnant, but it wasn't from his boyfriend. So I guess the boyfriend was unhappy and she was murdered in Taiwan. So when she was murdered, she was put in a suitcase and disposed of. And his boyfriend came back to Hong Kong right away. And the Taiwanese authorities found the body, and they found out the whole situation through the cameras from the hotel and everything like that. So when they found out, they request Hong Kong to extradite him back to Taiwan for a fair trial. That's what was going on, right? But there wasn't any agreement between Hong Kong and Taiwan. So what happened was the Hong Kong government can't really do anything, but there wasn't any law that it can extradite him over to Taiwan to have him sentenced over there to be, tried. So Hong Kong, all the best, what they did to him was he used her girlfriend's credit card or what ATM, took her money using her money. So Hong Kong government charged him with money laundering. So currently he's in jail, but I think the maximum you can hold him in jail is for 6 months. So this is the whole ordeal about this guy from Hong Kong wanted to be sent back to Taiwan. So this was the whole main debate that came to Hong Kong. You can see the candlelight vigil from that guy who he committed suicide yesterday at Pacific Place. So people are actually lighting candles for him and in memory of him. Poor guy, he just couldn't take it anymore because of this law. Wanted to make this law more solid. So when people commit crimes overseas, so they can be extradited back, for example, Taiwan. But the deal was they wanted to change the law to extradite people from Hong Kong to Macau and from Hong Kong to mainland China. And when that came out, people were shocked to see what happened. Because Hong Kong people are very sensitive and they think about many things, So, but if you can't extradite people over to mainland China or to Macau or Taiwan, what can they do right now? So they wanted to really pass the bill. The government wanted to pass the bill real quick for this end of this month, June, just to pass the law really, really quick, get the legislative council to approve everything. So the law would be legal bound and be in effect. So Hong Kong people, when they thought about other countries, for example, like Macau, China, people really got upset. And believe it or not, there's a tycoon, I won't mention the name, he was due in Macau. He already has been sentenced. So when they start talking about this, he just fled the country to another place. And other people we saw on the news, they start leaving Hong Kong because of this law. Because when this law really comes in effect end of June, this people will be extradited back. For example, I was talking about the tycoon, he will be extradited back to Macau, and there will be an instant jail sentence for him. So people in Hong Kong was, really, how can I say it? They were really feeling unsafe, uncomfortable. Like if I'm in Hong Kong, what's wrong with the law, the current law right now? Because this law is the old British law. that was placed many years ago, and the government right here is trying to amend the law. And somehow it just so many questions at the legislative council that there's different parties, right? Of course, the Liberal Party was just furious, outrageous, and start arguing, fighting. Hey, why? What's going on? So, it wasn't this law before. Why are they coming out with this law? And everybody was shocked, and protesters start coming up. You hear voices from other groups of people, students, and actually this whole protest are all college students, young kids. They're really young kids, and they're awesome people. I respect them, 100%, and they have their cause, and I respect what they have their causes. But so I just wanted to show you what's going on. So right here I'm at the Tamar Park. This park usually is really occupied with the domestic helpers. So if you guys come here Saturday and Sunday, they'll be having a picnic and singing songs, guitar. They love to sing Christian songs and all that. But right now, this has been kind of a protest area, and what they're writing down here is the extradition law should be canceled, not suspended. Actually, the SAR government said they'll actually suspend the sentence and rework it to present to the Legislative Council again. But the general Hong Kong public doesn't want that to happen. They want the whole bill to be canceled, executed. So they don't want to see this. So I just walked past here. They're just writing up little notes saying what they wish, the students, what they wish to happen, So I can see their point of view. And in Hong Kong, even not talking about students or anything, like business people sometimes do make mistakes, but sometimes does it really apply to them, or do they really deserve to be extradited to another country for the crime that it didn't exist before? So this is the big fight. Another thing that I heard talking to the students, by the way, these students are awesome. I really love them. They're now it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I should be sleeping, actually. I'm kind of dazed out, but it's just the news you see every day. It's just been bothering me, and I just want to come up to give a fair, share of my point of view, and I just want to be as balanced as possible, not putting myself on any sides at all. So I hope, this has been an interesting, point, interesting things that I presented to you guys, my subscribers. It's just very sad for me to see this every time. You turn on the television, you hear it on the news, and then even my kids, they can't go to school because the whole roads have been blocked. So there must be something really, bad going on, or, that really affected everyone. Tomorrow's Monday, actually, and there's going to be another big protest. And they have already, even some schools, some businesses, 300 businesses that support if they don't go to work to come out and protest. So I hope everything will be worked out with everybody in Hong Kong. I just want Hong Kong to be a peaceful place. Should be a happy place. Hong Kong is a really happy place, You don't have to pay any sales tax. Isn't that awesome? You don't have to pay any import tax. Isn't that very special for us? Hong Kong is a free port, and you don't pay much taxes at all. You go to North America, you have to pay the property tax rate. Here, you hardly pay anything. Here, you buy real estate, the prices go up. You don't pay any taxes. That's was the law a long time ago to the day right now. So that really makes this place a very special, autonomous place to live in. It's really special. I mean, I worked in the States. I brought up in the States for my life. And Hong Kong really has attracted me to come here to do business because it's fair and square. And as a nation, I do look like Hong Kongers, and we all are Asian people, you know. Even if I'm in North America, when I speak English, the first thing they'll come, oh, gee, you speak really good English. But in Hong Kong, they won't, you know, it's different. I think you guys would really know what I mean, you know. Well, I just, you know, it's just getting this off my chest, and I just wanted to show you subscribers, because a lot of people actually went on Facebook and gave me a private message, PMs, private messages, telling me, you know, what's going on, are you guys safe and all that. And sometimes you got to look to different medias, give different point of view. But this is my point of view, and I'm right here at this area, the Legislative Council, the government office is right, it's just right behind me, and this is what I see. And tonight, yes, they've been protesting, but the biggest protesting I've been seeing tonight is singing hymns. The Christians all came out to sing hymns for protesting, hoping the government, you know, would change, would just cancel this law completely. And I hope everything will be okay. I hope tomorrow everybody will be safe and get what they want. You know, the government get what they want, the people get what they want, and it will just work out. They come out with a deal or something like that. And I won't be bothered, you know, just seeing the news, being so unhappy. So thank you very much for watching. It's almost 3 o'clock now, 3:30, and I'm gonna go edit this real quick. It's not gonna be, you know, real fancy video tonight, but I just want to just get this out and just to let you guys know I'm safe in Hong Kong and everybody's good here. You know, I'm happy, really happy, except this, you know, the protest and the government thing. I just hope this will just blow away soon and will be forgotten about. So thank you very much for watching, my friends. I really appreciate you, and give me a like. You know, I appreciate you, just give me a like, it's free. And check out my Patreon. Look at the description below, and relax, enjoy, like, and share. Take care, guys. Love you all. Bye.